Hey, this is the Wii Viewer!
And the Little Wii Viewer!
And this is going to be the very first one of our Viewer's Choice videos. This game was picked by Valentine, so here we go. It's Trine 2.
Trine 2.
Trine 2?
Trine 2.
Hold on, there's more to the... Director, thank you. Director's cut.
Director's cut, yes.
Did you play the original Trine or...
Trine.
Oh, get over this.
No, I've never seen the series beyond this review.
Yeah, neither have I. Did this game make you want to play the original games?
It kind of does.
That makes one of us. This game reminded me a lot of Lost Vikings, except it's done a lot better than Lost Vikings.
That's not much of a bar to set, you know that, right?
I'd say it well exceeded Lost Vikings. Now, some of you may know my infamous Lost Vikings review, which I did with K-Wing.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I don't even know if he still has that review up since it was so hated.
It's still up.
Is it?
He just had to post a second video saying, "Whoopsie, takesy backsies, we don't mean what we said."
I meant what I said. I just maybe shouldn't have put it in such a mean way. I thought it was hilarious, though. Because that Lost Vikings review, it's not on my channel. You're going to have to search for it on his channel.
Or there's a link at the end of the video to click.
It's not that I thought Lost Vikings was a bad game. I just didn't like it, personally. It's not my type of gameplay style. Let's start with the one thing that we can both agree with. And that was the graphics. It looked beautiful.
They looked amazing.
My main complaint with the graphics is that while it looks great, it kind of blended in with the characters. How many times did you lose track of your characters?
About like once or twice.
A minute?
No, just of the whole play session.
Maybe it's just my old age. I can't see those characters on the screen. Why does it have to blend in with everything? I remember when games only had 16 colors. There are 3 characters that you can play.
The wizard, the thief, and the warrior. The wizard can spawn magical gearboxes out of nowhere because he has wizard powers. And he can also move things around, so you'll find that for puzzle type things, you'll be using him a lot. The thief can be Spider-Man and totally use his rope to go anywhere she wants on wooden surfaces.
And shoot arrows.
But mainly Spider-Man.
Spider-Woman. Spider-Woman. Spider-Woman.
And then the warrior is just hack and slash until everyone dies.
You can switch to the characters anytime. And that was nice. And you can also play with multiple people. So if you really want to get things confusing, then you can play with up to 3 people.
I recommend playing with 3 people because then all the 3 people are like helping each other to solve the puzzles without having to switch the characters at all.
Plus you can play those games in online multiplayer.
Which was really helpful because not everyone has access to 3 players right next to them.
How many people do you think are playing Trine 2 for the Wii U?
I'd say a little over 100.
I think you're being awfully generous.
I am being awfully generous. I mean, it's just an adventure game.
Has the Wii U sold more than 100? Just kidding, Nintendo. Who's your favorite character?
The wizard, because even though he didn't have any attacks, it was fun to make boxes and move them.
I like the warrior, just because I like being able to hit things.
My second favorite was Spider-Woman.
This game is really a puzzle game at heart, wouldn't you agree?
I would agree. Puzzle game with unneeded combat, I would say.
I think they only added in the combat to make the warrior useful. Although he could like smash things like, I smash! I mean, you could just throw Hulk in here and that would probably work just as good. That would be interesting. A wizard, a thief, the Hulk, me smash! And they're just like in the distance going, oh my god, what is this green monster? So the controls were a bit slippery.
Well, it's not slippery, it's like ice controls.
No, that's true. They weren't ice controls. They just were not as tight as you would expect.
That's what I would say. They felt kind of sluggish at times and just didn't work at times where most needed it to. As you find these orbs around the world, you gain points and then you start to level up. These level ups get you new abilities, which get you new powers that can be either super vital or just kind of plain funny and stupid to be looking at.
What do you mean?
For the wizard, he can pick up enemies, which really doesn't do much. It just kind of is funny to look at, seeing the goblin lifting up in the air and freaking out.
That would be a good way to stop an enemy from attacking.
Also in the Wizard, you can upgrade the amount of boxes you have, which is like super helpful. And I wish they should add that in the regular game, because having to get them through level ups just seems kind of cheap, having to lock actual abilities.
It didn't bother me. Now, if you don't remember, wizards can make blocks if you draw a circle in the air.
It's a square.
A square circle, it didn't care.
It really didn't.
Make a jaggedy line, and it kind of looks like a box, and we'll make a box. The bigger the box you draw, the bigger the box that comes down.
But there's always a max size.
So, Little Reviewer, Trine 2, Director's Cut. Would you buy or skip?
This is like a good game to pick up because it's a puzzle game with tiny bits of combat. It's fun to play in multiplayer, and I just think it's an overall fun game. So I think you should buy it.
The game looked fantastic, and while it was a little slippery to control at times, it still was playable. But I really didn't enjoy it. That doesn't mean other people out there won't love the game. This is just not my type of game. So I say you should download the demo to see if you would enjoy it. And if you do, yeah, it's worth the $10 if you can get it on sale. But for $20? Nah, I think you should probably skip it.
Well, that's your opinion, and your opinion's wrong. So have a nice day.